You might truly believe that an avoidant partner simply does not care about you, especially when they act incredibly cold and distant. However, their emotional distance is often a heavy shield. Beneath that thick armor, their minds might actually be racing with thoughts. If you look closely and notice these specific hidden signs, you will realize they are actually thinking about you absolutely non-stop. Let us break down the 6 most common psychological indicators that reveal an avoidant person is secretly obsessed with your presence. The first undeniable sign is what psychologists call the silent stalker behavior. They never text first, but they always watch closely. You will notice they view your social media stories incredibly fast, sometimes within mere seconds of you posting something new online. They somehow magically know small details about your daily life, even though you have not directly shared those specific updates recently. This silent observation provides them a deeply comforting sense of connection without triggering their intense fear of vulnerability and emotional intimacy. By quietly monitoring your digital footprint, they feel safely close to you while maintaining the physical distance they desperately think they need. They might spend hours silently analyzing your posts, trying to decode your current emotional state without ever having to ask directly. The second major indicator is a confusing communication pattern often referred to as breadcrumbing. This behavior can feel incredibly frustrating sometimes. They will suddenly send you a random funny meme or a quick song link, completely devoid of any real emotional context. These tiny interactions act as a pressure release valve for their overwhelming thoughts. They miss you, but deep conversations terrify them. Sending a quick, meaningless message allows them to reach out and touch your world without risking any heavy emotional entanglement whatsoever. It is their unique way of saying that you are constantly on their mind, even if they cannot articulate those exact feelings. Do not mistake these short messages for simple boredom. For an avoidant, sending that small text actually takes significant mental effort. The third undeniable sign is proxy investigation. Instead of approaching you directly, they cleverly gather information through your mutual friends instead. They will casually drop your name into conversations, asking how you are doing or what new projects you are currently pursuing. This indirect method helps them satisfy their intense curiosity about your life while remaining safely hidden behind a protective social barrier. They desperately want to know if you are dating someone new, but asking you directly would expose their carefully guarded vulnerability. If your mutual friends report that this person frequently asks about your well-being, you can be absolutely sure they care deeply. It is a complex web of self-protection. They gather emotional intelligence from a safe distance to evaluate if you remain available. The fourth major sign involves emotional leaks. These are rare, fleeting moments where their thick defensive walls suddenly crumble without warning. Usually happening late at night, they might suddenly share a deeply personal story or confess a genuine feeling they normally hide. However, this sudden vulnerability terrifies them. The very next morning, they will likely retreat completely and act incredibly cold toward you. This drastic push and pull dynamic is highly confusing, but it strongly proves that their internal feelings for you are real. They open up because they deeply trust you, but they close off because trusting anyone feels like a massive survival threat. Those brief emotional leaks are their absolute truest self. The subsequent withdrawal is simply their trauma response trying to protect them. The fifth sign is subtle jealousy. An avoidant person will loudly claim they do not care who you choose to date. Yet, their actions completely betray their words. When they see you happy with someone else, their behavior will drastically shift immediately. They might suddenly text you more frequently, or conversely, they might block you and disappear entirely to manage their painful jealousy. Seeing you move on shatters their illusion of control. It forces them to confront the painful reality of potentially losing you. They may make subtle and sarcastic comments about your new partner, desperately trying to mask their deep insecurity with fake indifference. This hidden jealousy is a massive indicator. People do not feel jealous over individuals they have genuinely stopped caring about forever. The sixth and final sign is the phantom presence. In their mind, you have never truly left their inner emotional world. They intentionally keep old photographs on their phone, refuse to block your number, and secretly hold on to small physical relationship keepsakes. They constantly compare every single new person they meet to you, finding that nobody else quite measures up to your standard. Because you are at a safe physical distance, you become an idealized phantom. They can safely love you in their imagination. This phantom presence prevents them from truly moving on. They are silently anchored to the beautiful memories you both once shared. They might never admit this reality out loud, but your lingering memory constantly dictates their current emotional boundaries and romantic choices. Understanding an avoidant partner requires immense patience and deep empathy. Their confusing actions are driven by intense fear, not malicious intent. If you notice these 6 hidden signs, realize that beneath their icy exterior, a very frightened heart is quietly loving you. Recognizing these subtle patterns can help you navigate the complex emotional landscape of avoidant attachment with much greater clarity and compassion. Thank you for watching PYSCH Insight Lab. Stay tuned for more psychological deep dives, and always remember to protect your heart.